Here I am. I'm looking for a suitable place to fly my drone. It's windy out. I don't know if you see the trees over there. It's a little windy, but I'll go you through the procedures of how you should be flying your drone legally, especially when you go to do your basic test or your advanced test. They're going to want you to explain it all. So the first thing I'm going to do is I do a site review, check the weather. You can see over here it's actually too windy for the small drone that I'm flying today, but I'm not going to do too much. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my helipad. Now it's got stakes, but I'm not going to bother out there. I'm just going to do it here. So I'll set it here on the ground, and if you're going to be just putting it on the ground, you're going to have to watch out because of blade turbulence. It'll make the helipad fly away, and you really need one because the turbulence in your rotors will actually bring dust back in, and over, well, it could be a short time, especially if you're on a beach or somewhere like that, it's going to destroy your drone motors really quick. So I just threw a little cargo net on top of that. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some pylons. Might seem like a little overkill, but you'd actually be pretty amazed because you're going to get kids that are attracted. You know, they see a drone, they're going to run up, they're going to run in. When you got these set up, you basically got your perimeter set up for your landing zone. So it actually works. Kids have come up now and they see that and they don't step inside. They do crazy things like want to run up and grab it out of the air, and it's not a good. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my controller out. This is the N3. So I pulled my phone out. And you want to set up your controller first and have it on, because you want your drone to link up to it as soon as you turn it on. You know, you could have other people that are close by that have a stronger signal or something like that, and you don't want your drone flying away. So I'm just going to set this up now. Put my phone in there. I'm going to plug it in and turn it on. I know it's charged because I just charged it up, so it's already coming up on the Fly app. So there it is there. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my drone out, and I spray painted the front of my guards on this Neo 2 because it's so hard to see in the air when you're not looking at the screen and you're just doing practice and you know, by looking at the drone and getting used to flying it, you can't tell which is the front or the back. I've actually got a little strobe coming that I'm going to Velcro on here that I can see. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check that prop guards are all on, they're tight, the antennas are okay, this is the it's secure, everything looks fine. So what you want to do is you want to pull off your gimbal guard before you put your battery in. So there it is. I'm going to pull out a fresh battery. The DJI always goes to the back. Snap it in. Check. It's got 4 bars. It was discharged. So now I'm going to turn it on. So one click and then down. And there you go. It's on. So what you want to do is when you put your drone on the helipad, is you want to face it away from you, because when you're doing the test, the pre-flight test, if you push it forward and the camera's facing towards you, it's going to fly towards you. So basically, when it's aligned to go away from you, that's the same way you would be sitting in a cockpit of a helicopter. So now I'm going to do my pre-flight test. So
home point updated.
The home point is already updated, and what I want to do now is I'm actually going to go into my settings, and it's got my return to home altitude. So it's automatically set here to 98 feet. So if you look around, there's really nothing that's, 98 feet tall. So it doesn't matter how low it is, if it gets a low battery or anything like that, it's going to go up to 98 feet and then come back and land. So that's set up. So I'm not really going to do any flying today, but what I want to do is show you how you can do a pre-flight control setup. So I've started the drone up, and what I want to do is I want to bring it up.
Takeoff. Home point updated.
You can see, look, it's already moving sideways. Let me adjust my camera so you can make sure you see it better. The wind here is like buffing it already. So your control check, I'm always checking the ascend and descend first. So you want to make sure that your controls work. I'm going up. You go up a couple meters, it's fine. And I want to bring it down a couple meters, it's fine. Bring it back up, and then I'm going to check yaw. Okay, I'm going to check yaw to the right. That's working. Check yaw to the left. That's working fine. Bring it back, facing away from me. Yeah, you can really see that it's buffeting around. Only fly to 25% of your battery. Always keep an eye on that. If you do that and don't recharge your battery as soon as you get back, leave them at 25%, and you'll get more longevity out of your batteries. Lithium batteries don't like to be sitting at full charge. They don't like to be overcharged. They heat up, and so run them to 25% and store them at that. Then when you know you're going to go flying, charge everything up before you go out. I'm only getting about 13 minutes at the most out of the standard battery. So I've got 3 batteries. I have a Air 3S that I use for more windy conditions, but this one is just so easy to to fly, bring out, set up everything. You don't have to put propellers on. You can basically pull it out without a phone, without anything, and manually set it off autonomously.
Takeoff. Home point updated.
That's what you want. You want the home point updated to exactly where you take off. You basically just hover up a few feet, and then you can check around. I got lots of traffic here coming. I got there's a school over there that pretty soon they're going to be out. There's going to be kids walking all over this area. So beware of your surroundings, and you'll stay out of trouble. So There's some cows way over there. I don't like to go over and bother any animals or anything like that. This is public land, so I don't have to worry. And you know, you can check on your app, and it'll tell you, the DJI app will tell you if it's a no-fly zone. Anyways, it's not good in all countries. Don't depend on it. If you're in Canada, you know, you can use Navdrome. So anyways, I like to come out and just practice a bit, you know. A couple big bugs there, they don't like the drone. So what I do is I'll fly squares, you know. I'll just fly it around, light on the controls. I'm not even looking at the controller. You can practice flying around something, hold your two sticks together. But basically, you know, you're gonna, there you go. Practice with your left hand, how, you know, if I want to go up a little higher, I can go a little higher on the control. What you want to do is, when you're practicing this, it's better if you're going around like that bush over there and looking at your control screen, and then you can keep your camera focused. So let me come down. I'm going to bring it in. The wind's buffeting me a little bit, so I want to go over a little bit and turn it away from me, so if I was looking at the screen, I'd be able to see what I'm doing. So now I want to bring it down, and I'm gonna just slide it over a bit. The wind's really
landing.
There we go. Shut down. Okay, so now what you want to do when you are finished your flight is you want to be systematic. Everything that you do, if you do it systematically every time, then everything just comes natural. I have a checklist. Unfortunately, it's on this phone, and I'm going to print it out and laminate it so you can go through all the control checks and have it with you. And then that way, after you're doing it, even as a high-time commercial pilot, you're going to pull out that checklist when you're doing a startup and make sure you don't miss anything, because you will. You know, not every day's the same. Your head's not in the cockpit. So I would recommend to anybody, recreational, or if they're going to do a basic license, then, or advanced, do a setup like this. Be more professional and be responsible. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up the drone and I'm going to shut it off. So one down and then hold it, and it's flashing. Gimbal just went up, it's off. I'm going to remove the battery. There we go. It's off. Set the battery over here, and I'm going to put the gimbal guard on. So there it is. The drone's finished for the day. I didn't really do any flying, nothing really heavy or bad. Put it in its case. Now I'm going to come to the control and shut it down. One push in and hold it. There you go. It's shut off. Unplug it. Pull your phone out. Put your phone away wherever you got it. And then put the control away. This comes with another cord, which is, this is type C to type C, but they do have a cord that comes if you've got an older iPhone, which is the Lightning, and you can, so it's type C to Lightning, so you can use that. So there's that. I'll take off the sticks, put them away. The other stick, put it away. There you go. It's off. I'll put it back in the case. I always pack a little microfiber cloth around, spare props, things like that in here. See, it's windy, blowing stuff around. And close up my case. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually pick up my helipad. Put it inside the carrying bag case. I'll show you. This comes with stakes, so you can use these stakes to, in any sand or grass or things like that, you can stake down your helipad. Or you can look for 2 or 3 rocks, put on your helipad so it doesn't fly away. But I highly recommend using a pad all the time, so you don't get dirt in your electrics, in your motherboard, inside your drone. There it is. I bought this here in the Philippines. Cost me a whole $7. I see they sell them on Amazon. I think they're like 30. So same helipad, same one. So pick up my cones. And that's it. I'm ready to rock and roll. So I hope you like this video. Hope you got something out of it. Please like and subscribe, and I'll bring some adventure videos out, show you some different flying. And if you got any questions, you'd like to know anything else, don't hesitate to comment. Thank you.